Hey girlfriends, and welcome back. So in today's tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to create these double braided buns with Kanekalon hair. So I'm starting off on stretched hair. This is a really old braid out, twist out, so many different hairstyles I've done on this hair, and I'm just reactivating the moisturizer in my hair using some leave-in. I'm using a rat tail comb to go ahead and section off a nice straight as possible middle part, and I'm going to separate the hair into two separate sections, the left and the right section. I'm grabbing this goody hair elastic to put my hair into two large ponytails, and we can begin prepping our hair for these buns. So I'm starting off with some water. I'm just going to spray down my hair. I'm spraying very close to the hairline because this is where I'm going to be adding gel. And I just went back in towards the back and added just a little bit more water to make it lay much more flatter. I'm going to do this for both sections, the left and the right ponytail. This is going to help to allow that gel to stick and get a nice sleek ponytail. Now that everything's prepped, I'm just making sure that my parting is straight, and I'm going to go in with my gel of choice. Today I'm using the Let's Jam Extra Hold Conditioning Gel, and I'm just going to run this gel along the base of my ponytails. I'm making sure to grab all of my flyaway hairs. I'm getting the back, the front, the middle. I just want to make sure this is a super sleek ponytail. As usual, this is the gel that I chose to use, but you guys can use whatever gel works for your particular hair. So now we're moving into our perfected buns. I'm going back in with a brush just to smooth the product in, make sure that all of my hair is laid nice and flat, and then I'm just going to go ahead and create a low bun. If you have super thick hair like I do, just go ahead and start with the front and bring it backwards, and just pretty much bring the hair into the ponytail section by section until everything's laid down nice and flat. Use your goody hair elastic to create a ponytail and leave it as such. So I'm going to hop on over to the other side and repeat the same steps. I just want to achieve these nice sleek ponytails towards the back of my head. If your hair is hard to mold, you can end off this hairstyle with a satin scarf just to make sure that everything is nice and flat, and it can help to hold down those flyaway hairs that refuse to stay down. Now I'm creating my base for these buns, and I'm just going to twirl my natural hair into a little mini bun, tucking the ends towards the base of this ponytail, and I just went back in with a little small rubber band to place on top and pin this bun into place. These buns don't have to be done perfect. Like I said, we will be using some braiding hair to cover up the buns essentially, so it's not a big deal if it ends up really messy. And I'm just attaching the braiding hair. I left the hair whole. I did not cut the pack whatsoever, and I just attached a little rubber band to the bun itself. I'm going to braid the hair all the way down to the ends as loose as possible because I want a really full, thick braided bun. The tighter you braid the hair, the smaller the braid will come out and the smaller the bun will come out. So if you braid it just a tad bit loose, it will end up being a nice voluminous braid, which will essentially give you a nice voluminous bun. So now I'm just going to flip this braid on top of my bun, and I'm going to use the braid, stretch it out on top of my natural hair bun to try and cover up my natural hair. I'm going to pin this braid into place with just one little bobby pin, and I'm just going to continue wrapping around my base bun. As you're wrapping, just make sure that the bun is staying in place. If you need to, just add in a few more bobby pins or so just to keep it nice and still in place. And I'm just going to wrap the end of the braid towards the base of the bun. Grab any extra spare hairpins or bobby pins to pin any loose strands of your natural hair down if it's exposed. Just cover it up with the braiding hair braid and just bobby pin it down into place. And our hairstyle is pretty much complete. I just went back in with the jam just to mold my hair down some more. I planned on wearing a satin scarf over this hairstyle for about 10 to 15 minutes just to make sure that it sets the way I want it to, nice and sleek. So I just went back in with some gel and I laid down my baby hairs, put on a satin scarf, and I was pretty much done. So here are my final results. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.